Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Magic Wand, and welcome back if you happen to be returning. Today I will be doing a flip through and one card reading of this gorgeous indie deck called the Soulscape Tarot by Ibiza Tarot, and it was published in 2023, but I will include all the extra information in the description box below. The deck comes in this little box, but it is not a typical hard case box that you get from the mass market type decks. It is somewhat a soft cover and bottom, but it's good and sturdy. So the box looks like this. Quite lovely artwork covering the whole box. That's the side there, top of the box there, and the bottom, and this is the back. May this tarot deck be a guide and guardian on your journey. With each card you draw, may you receive insight, wisdom, and clarity. May it reveal the hidden truths of the cosmos and the innermost secrets of your soul. May this deck be a source of light in darkness, offering comfort, inspiration, and perspective. Blessed be your path, enriched by the ancient wisdom of the tarot. And the inside of the box looks like this. It's just a plain white. And the deck does include a guidebook. The guidebook looks like this. It is a little black and white guidebook, and that's the back there. It begins with how to use the tarot, and she gives 3 examples here. It doesn't include a table of contents, but it dives right into the meanings, and they include the divinatory meaning and a reverse meaning, and that is the same layout for all the cards, including the minor arcana as well. So, and that's the same all the way through the guidebook, like that. The cards themselves look like this. They are reversible, as you can see. You can reverse them quite easily, and they are somewhat of a glossy finish, not a super high gloss, but definitely glossy, and they are probably on the thinner side, but not too thin. They bend and return quite well. The deck is Rider-Waite based, but quite a few of the images have been changed from the traditional imagery from the Rider-Waite deck, but nevertheless the meanings are pretty much the same, and it does follow the Rider-Waite system. So the first card, they are in order today, is the Fool, and I'll just describe how the cards are laid out. The artwork itself obviously is very rich in imagery and gorgeous, but as you can see, the images may differ slightly from the traditional Rider-Waite card. For example, here the dog is at the bottom of the slope as opposed to next to the Fool. And it includes the number of the card and the name of the card and a little image there, as well as keywords for the card. And the images themselves are contained in a bit of a frame and with the artwork surrounding the image, as you can see, almost like a window. And for the purpose of this video today, I will not be reading the keyword meanings for the sake of time and storage on my phone. So for today, I will just be reading the main name on the card. But I would like to point out that I do appreciate that the keywords are a smaller print, because that allows you to do a more intuitive reading without being influenced by the keywords on the card themselves. Okay, so that is the Fool. Okay, next is the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength. I love the Strength card. I would love to hear your thoughts on this deck. if you'd like to share them, that would be awesome. The Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil. That's an interesting devil card. The Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. So, Pentacles, and the minor arcana have images of the symbol, and then the name of the card and the keywords as well. And they do include some reversed meanings as well. So, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. And now for Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and King of Cups. And Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords. That's an interesting Three of Swords. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. And now for Wands, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. Oh, it's a beautiful Three of Wands. I love that. Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and last card, King of Wands. Okay, so those are all the cards, and I will go ahead and shuffle for a one card reading for you. And as I shuffle, I simply ask that you perhaps consider this to be a timeless reading for yourself, so that anytime you come across the video, the card drawn may have significance for you at this point in your life. And I simply ask that you use your intuition to discern if the meaning that comes through today does have significance for you at this point in time. And I'll go ahead and ask Spirit to please guide my hand for a message for you today. Can I have a card, please, for whoever may be viewing at this point in time? What message would you like to convey to whoever may be viewing? Can I have a card, please? If the card doesn't pop out, I will go ahead and cut the deck. Actually, this one here seemed to want to come out. And we have the Seven of Swords. That's interesting. I don't often get the Seven of Swords, but let's have a look. Okay, so the card reads, I'll just read the keywords here. It is upright, and it reads cunning, making plans, trickery, theft, cheating, cleverness, covetous, desire, constructive criticism, apology, and analysis. So there are a lot of keywords associated with this card. Traditionally, the Seven of Swords is the one where there's a man or a person in the image, and he has a few swords in his hands, and he's leaving an encampment, and he's left a few swords behind. So personally, I usually interpret this as a card of strategy. I always try to focus on empowering either myself or the person I'm reading for. And I typically see this card as being swords, so it is the suit of air, and it is associated with thought. And I would normally interpret this as signifying you're being strategic in terms of perhaps weeding through your thoughts and leaving the enemy thoughts, like for example the swords that are left behind in the enemy encampment in the traditional Rider-Waite, behind, leaving your negative thoughts behind and taking with you the positive thoughts, the supportive thoughts, the affirmations that support your goals in life. And that's my typical interpretation for myself. I prefer to focus on something more strategic and positive. But you can use your intuition in terms of this card for yourself at this point in time. And I will go ahead and read from the guidebook to see how the little guidebook reads in terms of the interpretation for the Seven of Swords. Okay, so let's see where it is in the guidebook. And here we go. So, Seven of Swords. This is it here. And it reads, divinatory meaning, a plan that may fail, an unwise attempt to make away with what is not yours, unstable effort, arguments over plans, spying on another, or partial success. And then it has a reversed meaning as possibility of unexpected good, sound advice, instruction, wishes about to be fulfilled. So that's an interesting interpretation in the little guidebook. It does focus on the upright meaning as more of a negative focus, in my opinion. But it does have the reverse as coming through as positive, which can make sense if you're looking at this as being a more negative interpretation, and then the reverse being the opposite of that. So, and that is the way the little guidebook reads for this card, and I gave you my personal method of interpreting the Seven of Swords. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through and one card reading of the Soulscape Tarot today, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, Magic Wand. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.